Well, hello there folks, and a very warm welcome as usual back to What's for Tea, and it's lovely to see you again, and I hope that I find you very well indeed. And tonight for tea I made this lovely chicken stew made in the slow cooker, so it's really easy. A very short video because it's really not much of a recipe, but I'm just going to show you what I've used just in case you want to give it a go for your own tea. So I've got a 3.5 litre crock pot there. These are my veggies. So I've got potato, carrot, celery and onion. So I've got a couple of large carrots just peeled and cut into bite-sized pieces. 3 stalks of celery, again just cut into bite-sized pieces. I've got 1 large onion which has just been peeled and finely diced, and then a couple of large baking potato sized potatoes, again just peeled and cut into bite-sized pieces. Give them a wee stir around in your slow cooker, and I'm going to add my chicken on top of these veggies. So I've got 4 chicken breasts, but you can use thigh meat or whatever you like, but I would recommend using boneless chicken for this, just so that you're not fishing any bones out at the end. So pop those on the top, and then I'm also going to add some herbs and some garlic. So I've got 2 teaspoons of dried garlic, but you can use fresh if you prefer. I've got 2 teaspoons of dried sage as well, just because I think sage goes really well with chicken, and rosemary, a couple of teaspoons of this, but again use whatever herbs or spices you prefer. Then I'm just going to add a wee dash of pepper to the top, and also a wee touch of salt as well. Just adjust these to your own taste and that will be fine. And I'm also going to add some chicken stock as well. Use whatever chicken stock you prefer, but don't be tempted to add too much liquid, because your veggies as they cook will produce quite a lot of liquid as well. So you want to pop this onto low for 7 or 8 hours, or you can put it onto high for between 4 or 5 hours. You know, it will just depend on how thick your chicken is, but do test to make sure it's properly cooked. So this was me 6.5 hours later. For the last half hour, I'm going to take the chicken out, give the stock a wee stir, and obviously it's very watery at this stage, so we are going to want to thicken this. So I've got 2 tablespoons of cornflour. Then to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cold water, give that a wee stir through, and then add this to your stock. Give that another wee stir through just to make sure it's nicely combined. Then I'm just going to go away and cut this chicken up into bite-sized pieces. Just make sure to replace your lid whilst you do this. So that's my chicken there, all looking herby and lovely. So I just cut mine into bite-sized pieces, but you can shred yours, slice it, you know, do what you like. Get your lid back off, and I'm going to add a wee dash of cream to this as well. This is optional but really tasty. And then a couple of tablespoons of fresh parsley as well. Give this a wee stir through, and your sauce should be much thicker by now because of your cornflour. The last thing I'm going to do is add the chicken back in, but just be careful with your chicken, because obviously it's very tender at this point. You don't want it all breaking up, so just give it a wee push down and move around with your spoon. Replace your lid and just give this another half an hour on low, just to make sure everything warms through and, you know, just becomes married together. And that was me done there, and it was really tasty, let me tell you. This is quite a soupy stew, so in my opinion something like this is best served with a nice hunk of crusty warm bread with some butter or some, you know, oat cakes, something like that, and use a spoon obviously. But it's really tasty, really easy to make as well, and a wee bit of a lighter meal for the warmer months as well. And it really is a meal in itself, with your potatoes, your chicken, your other veggies, and then that wonderful stock as well. So do give this a go. I don't think you'll be disappointed. We thoroughly enjoyed this, and a huge thank you as usual to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the channel members here on YouTube as well, for you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments, and for those that share the videos as well. It's all very much appreciated. And I will catch up with you during the week for another wee video, but whenever you choose to join me again, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening or night, depending on what time it is you're joining me. And I will catch up with you off as soon back here on What's for Tea. So I'll leave you with the beautiful dinner, and I will see you again off as soon. Bye now.